guys, now even though we live in the castle, we still think our old house needs some remodeling. So, believe it or not, we're going to remodel our entire house, old house, using just these things. Aluminum foil, some colorful paper. If you have any cardstock, then cardstock works. Scissors, an old coupon, glue, and a ruler. Let's get started. For glue, pretty much any type of glue works. Glue stick, which is what I've got here. Glue stick. Liquid glue or hot glue, pretty much any glue. Just be careful if you're using super glue or hot glue, those hurt. So first, I think we need a place to look at our beautiful outfits, which we will post in another video how to make. How about a mirror? Let's start with that. This is where the coupon and aluminum foil, glue, and scissors all come in. And a ruler if you want to be precise. The cardstock could be used for an edging. So, let's get started. Okay, now that we've got my phone set up, let's do this. So, we're going to start. Now be careful if you're going to do this with some aluminum foil. I'll rip off the sheet. We don't really need that much, so. Now try and smooth it out a bit. Great. Measure the length of the coupon and take off about a ½ inch. Actually, don't take off a ½ inch. You'll see why in a sec. Okay, now take the coupon and try using the picture side onto the aluminum foil so you can't see it anymore. And cut out the length. Okay? Try to add a little more. Good. Now, fold the edges down. If you want, you can add a little bit of glue on it, just to keep it down. I folded them down and they're not exactly what you'd call perfect, but they're good enough. Now, pick a color of colored paper to put on the back of this. As you can see, the front is already a mirror. And take out some yellow or gold. You'll see why in a second. Place it on the corner and cut it out. Glue it to the back. I chose yellow. Now, onto the border. For this, take the same piece of paper. You can pick any color. I picked yellow because I personally think yellow works well. And cut out a fancy design or just trim it in squares. I'm going to do a little fancier. I ended up not going for a border because it was a bit too confusing since I didn't have any of the fancy cutter scissors around. So, this is the finished product. Or it was going to be until I realized there was something missing. If I just put it somewhere, it would fall over. Now, I didn't really mean for it to be a stand-up mirror, because if you look, this Barbie is way taller than this mirror. But if you want it to be a stand-up mirror, you'll need a lot more the longer coupon. Just take some aluminum foil, scrunch it up into a ball, and flatten the ball out a bit, and glue it to the back. It's really not that hard and it'll make it stand up better. but it's the finished product for me. I'll glue it to the dollhouse. Great, now they have an amazing mirror. Now let's start tackling the other problems. If you see, now let's move on to the dollhouse problems. See that big gap? It's been a problem since forever. For this, I'll recommend liquid glue, but there wasn't any available. So, let's get started. If you have liquid glue, which I don't, you could just put liquid glue along the edge. And then you could just stick the paper in. Ignore my family, please. Then, it would be extremely easy just to stick the thing in and be done with it after it dries. But since I only have this glue stick, we're going to have to get a little more creative, won't we? So first, let's try the obvious way and just stick glue on here and stick it there. As you can see, I flipped the dollhouse on its side a bit, so it would be a lot easier to do this. I flipped the dollhouse on its side for this so that it's easier. Okay, so believe it or not, for this one, the easy solution worked. Say bye-bye to the gappo. Oops, the ladder. Now let's move on to the other problem, which I just said, the ladder. So this is a really easy fix. This other half is missing. And I don't think it should be too hard for them to just reach up and grab it and climb, but I still don't feel like we should just leave it there. So, this just has an unfinished feel to it, don't you think? And the answer to that problem is hiding right behind the bed. Ugh. See, this old sock doesn't have a little buddy, but we can fix that. So, you know it, I got the old standard dollhouse so that I have both hands free to snip this up. For this, we're only going to need this top part. So I'm going to let you see me snip it up slowly. Okay. Now, let's move over here. See this little metal bit? No, you don't understand this. Okay, now you see it. We're just going to cover it up because it just doesn't look finished if you can see the metal. You know what I mean? So this little guy is gonna get a bit sticky. But just so you know, this doesn't work, don't judge. I'm making these up on the spot. It's not like I've seen them on YouTube somewhere else or something, and I'm just hoping they work as much as you do. So don't follow along because a bunch of these probably won't work. So I'm just gonna turn it inside out and start sticking glue on. My crafting table is a tiny doll table. That's nice. I'll let you see this part too, but I may just add special effects to fast forward it later. While I'm doing this, how about a little chat? This probably isn't going to work, but I bet if I had fabric glue or liquid glue, hot glue, or really any type of glue that wasn't glue stick, it would. We're gonna be a lot more, I don't know how to put this, confident. Anyway, the ladder is removable, so I decided to remove it and pull it up like an elastic, which was really hard. But eventually I got it double looped. Turns out I didn't need the glue at all. I could just slide it down and voila, I had my thing. I'll show you the finished product in a second. This voiceover is a bit ahead of the times. I know it doesn't look that good, and I ended up actually using the glue by sticking these two together to make it look a little better. That's the part I'm doing now. Okay, and this finished product isn't really that bad. It's not that good either, but it made all the difference to me. And if you don't like it, well then, sorry. Now, let's do a little something about this poor little doorless refrigerator. For this hack, say hello to our old friend, the ruler. Scissors, good old Mr. Glue, aluminum foil, and cardstock. Too much in this video, and I know this one was really disappointing. This one was actually a really good success, but that's all the time we have for today. I really regret not doing it. Maybe I'll finish it next time. Vote up in the polls if you want to see this renovation finished. Thanks, that's all for now. Bye!